Okay, this is a tough spot.
Taiba, your favorite.
Even money seems to be overdoing it, but I don't disagree that he might be the best horse
there and try to cruise along, and he's going to be an attractive price at 13-1. And the last horse I'll mention, I talked about it at the top of the show, was Zandon. I'm with Andy. Zandon needs to do something. He needs to win a race. He needs to win a race as of late. His 1 1/8 Bluegrass was his best 1 1/8 race. He's back to a 1 1/8 with a real pace to close into. I think he's very interesting in this spot. Maggie?
JK, we'll take a look at Cyberknife, who I actually just got to talk to Brad Cox here, and I asked him, I know this wasn't your original plan to come here, but he said he has been training so well after the Travers back down at Churchill that they decided to bring up. He was a lot more quiet than what I had seen from him in the past, but we'll see how he does. He looks the picture as number 8, Taiba, coming in here off a bit of a break. Super, super fit, really well muscled. I don't love his works heading into this PA Derby, but he did look as though he is ready in the paddock. Number 6, We the People. The only time horse has not washed out prior to a race was the Peter Pan, and he ran his best race. Today, back to being washy, and then rounding things out with another Brad Cox trainee. Tawny Port got a little revved up, but this is the most fit and strong this horse has appeared here, guys.
The other Brad Cox with our Red Ortiz. Maggie, thank you. Tawny Port, final thoughts on the Pennsylvania Derby, Andy?
I'm interested to see how it's run. If I was trying to get a long shot in there, I'd try to get simplification into the third slot in the try. But I'm interested in seeing some of them settle who the second best or third best, because Jack Christopher might be second best 3-year-old in the country is.
Fair enough. $1 million race for the 3-year-olds. Here's Chris Griffin standing by with the Pennsylvania Derby.
To the outside. All in line. All set for the Bet Parks Pennsylvania Derby. And they're off. Skippy Longstocking has early speed. We the People from in between horses. Taiba has got the lead now. It's Taiba to the inside, and White Abario is trying to cross over. Plenty of pace on as they pass the wire the first time. White Abario and Taiba, they're 1-2 into the first turn. Simplification is up in the early mix as well as in third. We the People is tracking from fourth, followed by Tawny Port, who's in the 2 path now in the 5th position, followed by Skippy Longstocking. At the rail is Icy Storm. Cyberknife is 5 lengths off the lead. Zandon towards the back end of the field with Naval Aviator, and B-Doc is the trailer. They move to the backstretch, and White Abadio has got the lead. It's White Abadio who's up by 3/4 of a length. Simplification is stalking from second. Now We the People is moving forward from third. Taiba has lost some ground in the 4th spot, is right there tucked in behind the leaders. Skippy Longstocking is in the clear, is in 5th, followed by Icy Storm and Tawny Port. Cyberknife is looking to split rivals with Naval Aviator in behind that. Zandon, the trailer, is B-Doc. 23-1 was the opening quarter mile. 47-1 for a half-mile time. Less than a half-mile to go. White Abadio is still the leader. Simplification is right there in second. We the People is now called upon. Taiba is at the rail in 4th. Skippy Longstocking continues to make up some ground, and now Cyberknife is within range, is 3.5 off the lead. Zandon dropping back was Tawny Port. A quarter mile left to go, and Simplification takes it right to White Abadio. Here comes Taiba, who's looming up on the outside, and Taiba has taken the lead. It's Taiba and Simplification out in the center of the racetrack. Zandon from way out of it for a final furlong. Taiba's got the front end, but here comes Zandon, who's rolling late. A 16th to go. It's Taiba in the center of the racetrack, but Taiba is drawing away, and Taiba with Mike Smith, they win the Bet Parks Pennsylvania Derby. Zandon up for second, then a photo. Cyberknife and Simplification in 1 minute 48-3.
Taiba, the favorite, lightly raced still, just start number 5 for this 3-year-old son of Gunrunner.
They were moving enough up front. Taiba was relatively close. He's a very, very good horse. He got an excellent ride and trip, but he was the best horse, and it's not even a question. I thought that Zandon got an excellent ride from Joel Rosario. You could see him moving up on the rail, saving all that ground. It opened up. Nothing wrong with the rail today the way it was. He just simply was second best behind a better horse. My boy, Simplification, he just got nipped for third, it looks like, at the wire by the second choice near Cyberknife, as the favorites appear to run 1, 2, 3. So all you do is keep him in the 4th slot with the favorites in the short super. But But, you know, my question with Cyberknife is, why wasn't he closer early?
It was interesting. As
something happen?
it was, I got to give Luis Saez credit with White Barrio, knowing that he has a horse that's just not as good as the others. He was the one that really took the bull by the horns and sent him where several others, notably Cyberknife, did not.
No, I agree.